Hey loves, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with another video for you guys. And as you guys can tell by the title, I am not pregnant anymore. I already had my baby. It's been about 6 days now. I had him on the 22nd. So today I'm just gonna be going ahead and letting you guys know my labor and delivery story because I was not able to film. I didn't know that I wasn't gonna be able to film in the delivery room or whatever, but I guess we'll just do it into a story time. And then of course, you guys are going to be meeting my baby today because you guys have yet to meet him, and I'm going to tell you guys his name and everything. It's going to be in this video. I'm not going to do a separate video for like every little thing. I'm just going to let you guys know everything here. And I'm sorry, I know I posted on Instagram that he was born and I still haven't posted anything of him, no pictures of him or anything. But I've just honestly been enjoying being a mom lately, and I just kind of have just been being a mom, you know what I mean? Like I haven't really had time to just be on my phone or even like do anything like that, and I've just really been trying to get used to this new lifestyle because like they say, you know, once you have a baby everything changes, and that is facts. Once that baby comes out your coochie, it is not about you anymore. It's definitely all about them. And it's honestly been a pretty easy transition, I feel like, but sometimes it is a little bit difficult. It's definitely not easy, but I feel like I am okay and I'm enjoying it, I guess. Maybe I'm just saying that because I'm still only a weekend, but I feel like it's hard, but it's definitely worth it once you have them there at the end of the day. Let's go ahead and get started, and let me get started with this story because I don't know, I honestly, when I was going into when I was getting close to going into labor, I was really like obsessed with labor and delivery vlogs and labor and delivery stories, just because I wanted to know like what I was getting myself into. And let me tell you, like one thing, like don't watch labor and delivery vlogs and labor and delivery stories and think that that's exactly what's going to happen to you, because let me tell you, we are all different. We all have different labors and deliveries, and everything's different. Some of us have different circumstances, some of us, you know, it's just everybody's different. So don't, like, you know, think that just because this one girl said that this happened to her, it's gonna happen to you, because probably not. I don't know what I expected giving birth to my son. I don't know what I expected going into labor. I don't really know what, like, I don't know what I thought I was gonna feel. Like, I don't know, like, um, by this time in my pregnancy, I was already so over it. My panza was huge, and I just felt like I was barely able to do anything. On Friday, the 20th, I started having like contractions. They kind of really felt like really strong cramps, and they only lasted about 30 seconds. I had been having these cramps like all night, so when I woke up I was kind of like, oh my god, maybe I should go to the hospital or something. I feel like this might be it, you know what I mean? And then I had also downloaded an app where it tracks your contractions, and it also tracks how long they are. Like, I want to say 8 to 10 minutes apart, and then they were like 30 seconds long. To me, these were like painful as how. Little did I know that these were just the beginning. So I ended up going to the hospital because I did, you know, I was just like, you know, better safe than sorry. So I ended up going to the hospital, and when I went, they checked me and everything, and I wasn't even dilated yet or anything. They were just, you know, they said that they were Braxton Hicks, you know, just practicing and getting ready for me to give birth. You know, they told me that not to come back if like my water broke, or if my contractions got longer and stronger, and like, or they got closer, like 5 minutes apart and like a minute long. So they ended up sending me home that day, and then that whole day I still had a lot of contractions throughout the day. I think they stopped for a little bit throughout the nighttime, so I was able to sleep Friday night a little bit, and then they came back towards like the morning-ish, you know what I mean? And then I had them all throughout Saturday, but on and off throughout the day. They weren't like constant. So I wasn't really worried about them. I was just like, you know, I'm not even gonna trip over it because I already went to the hospital once. I already got sent home once. Like, I'm okay. I'm like perfectly fine. Then Saturday night, I literally, like, when I tell you guys, like, I literally could not sleep that whole night. I was in so much pain. I was getting contractions pretty much every 5 to 8 minutes at this point, and they were really, really, really painful. And it's really hard to sleep through contractions. You really can't. I literally would fall asleep for like, I wouldn't even fall asleep. Like, I'd be falling asleep, like barely about to like knock out, and then I would feel another contraction. So I really had no sleep whatsoever Saturday night. And around 6 o'clock in the morning, I was kind of just like, I kind of just want to go to the hospital. Like, they were really, 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 really painful. I was kind of really, really trying to go to the hospital because I was in so much pain, and I was keeping track of them as well, and they were closer, and they were all pretty much a minute long. So then I finally ended up going to the hospital again, I think at 9 a.m. that morning. And when I went, I was 2 centimeters dilated already, but they didn't want to keep me because they said I was still, you know, in the beginning, and so they kind of wanted to send me home. But my blood pressure was really, really high. Well, I don't know if it was really, really high, but it was high. And so they told me that I had to, they told me that they were going to keep me and admit me already. They were pretty much going to help and induce me a little bit. So then I was really happy at this point, because at this point I was like, I'm so ready to have this baby. I'm so ready to like not be pregnant anymore. I was so ready to be over with these contractions because they were really, really painful. And yet again, still, little did I know that the contractions were gonna get a lot stronger than that. Contractions were so painful. I was so ready for the epidural. I was not gonna try to go natural. I really just wanted the epidural. I was so tired. I had no sleep. I was just exhausted, and I just wanted to like close my eyes for like even 10 minutes. Like, I was exhausted. Once they finally get me to my room, I think it was like maybe like an hour later. Once I go to my room, they were gonna put some balloon inside of me. I don't know, like they just said it was a balloon, and it helps you like open up, I guess. Then when my midwife checked me, I had already dilated more. I was 3 centimeters dilated. So she was like, oh, you know what, we won't do it. So we ended up not doing it. They gave me this thing that makes your contractions stronger and I guess more frequent or something like that, you know. So they were pretty much just kind of trying to speed up the process a little bit. And then right after that, they ended up giving me my epidural, and it was so fucking painful when they gave me that shit that was making my contractions like stronger and more frequent. It was so fucking painful. But once I got the epidural, sis, oh my god, I had never felt so fucking good in my entire life. Like, I was able to relax. Like, my body was like in so much fucking pain, and it just felt so good to like just be able to sit there and just be like, you know, like just sit there and chill. And after that, I got the epidural. I was finally able to sleep, which is really good because I needed to rest. So I was able to push my baby out. So after that, I had slept pretty much like the whole day, and they had a peanut ball between my legs. I was sleeping, so they just had me like with the peanut ball almost all day. And then I slept pretty much the whole day. I was just chilling. I really didn't like, you know, there was nothing to it. And then around, I want to say 9 o'clock, so I started feeling like I really had to like poop, like really, really bad, like super, super bad. Like, you just feel the urge to like push, take shit. Like, that's how I felt. Like, I needed to take fat ass shit. So I had called the nurse, and I was like, you know, like, I feel like I really need to shit. Like, I really need to take like a adult shit. So then finally they ended up checking me again, and I think at this point it was like 9 o'clock, and when they checked me, they said that I was like all the way, like I was done. I was fully dilated or whatever, and the baby's head was already coming down, so they could already feel like the baby's head or whatever right there. But they wanted me to wait a little bit longer just because they didn't want me pushing for so long. At like 11 something, the doctors come in, and finally it's time for me to start pushing, you guys. And at that moment I was like, oh my god, this is like the moment. This is the moment that like, oh my god, this is the moment. This is I'm about to push out a baby. Like, what the fuck is it gonna, if this gonna feel like? Honestly, I feel like pushing him out was probably the most easiest thing ever, and it's probably because I had the epidural, maybe. But I literally pushed him out in like maybe 10 minutes, I want to say, and I like, I don't know, like, it was just, I obviously didn't feel it because of my epidural, but like, I don't know, like, it was just like, it was so easy. It was a lot easier than I thought. I don't know, I was just chilling, and I pushed out a baby, and I was just like, oh my god. And it was like so surreal. Like, I literally, like, one tip of my hands on my baby, and like I felt his skin. I was just like, oh my god, like that's me. It was a crazy feeling. I was overwhelmed with joy. I was so happy, and ever since he's been born, I swear to god, you guys, I'm so fucking in love with him. Like, I feel like there's nothing else that could be more perfect than him. Like, literally, he's just perfect. It was just an amazing feeling right after I give birth, you know. So I feel like, honestly, my labor and delivery story was super, I guess, easy, except for the whole having contractions for like 3 days. That was not fun, but it was a pretty easy, you know, labor and delivery. I'm very grateful that everything went good and nothing went bad. My baby's healthy, I'm okay, he's okay, and we're back home. Good luck to any of you moms that are getting ready to pop. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go get my son, because this is the moment that you guys have all been waiting for. This is him. He's literally drunk off his milk right now. He's really sleepy. He's been sleeping all day, but we all already know the nighttime is when he likes to turn up. His name is Bellamy, and he was born on the 22nd. He was 7 pounds and 3 ounces, and now is currently the absolute love of my life, you guys. I am so happy that he's here. I am so happy that I have him in my life now. There's really nothing else that I need anymore. He was probably the best Christmas gift like ever, and I am more appreciative than anything, and I'm just so happy to be starting my own family, to be honest. But yeah, I honestly can't wait to see him grow. Well, actually, I can't wait to see him grow up. I really don't want him to grow up anymore. He's so tiny, and I love him like this. But I'm also very excited to see him grow and see what he's gonna be, who he's gonna be, and what he's gonna do in life. And I'm just feel really grateful to be his mom. He's so perfect. Oh my goodness. Look at the most perfect little baby. So yeah, you guys, that's gonna be it for me today. Thank you guys thank you to all of you guys that have been following me on my journey while being pregnant. Although I know I didn't let you guys in too much, thank you guys for the ones that have been here the whole time and have been supportive. Me and Bellamy appreciate it. I hope that all of you mommies to be have a safe delivery, and thank you guys so much for watching. Y besitos.